Hello friends, my name is Shivam from Devops Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
I am going to get rid of pods. So kubectl get deploy -n Rajesh. So here, dev. So I have these deployments right now. So I'm going to delete all these deployments. So delete, deploy, my depnic, my dep, this one, and my role -n def. So I deleted this. Do we have any pod? Let me check this. So kubectl get pods. Kubectl get pods -n def. So there's no pod right now. These all got terminated. So wonderful. So now what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to create one pod, which is here. And vi, look at my screen, everyone. This manually I'm creating, okay? And here label is web server 1, okay? And I will make it this one pod 1 also. And this is the label name also you have to change, by the way. And label is 2. Okay. So now I'm creating these two pods. So kubectl create -f, you know that. All this command pod.yaml -name dev and pod1.yaml. 2 pod I have created. So now if I see that kubectl get pods -n is equal to dev, and here I want to see the labels, guys. Show labels. See here, the labels are web server 1 and web server 2. Both are different label. 2 pods, you have it. Now can I go ahead and create a service? So guys, all this thing I'm doing manually. I'll show you the automated process also. So create service -h, you know that. Now if I create a service, I have to decide whether I want this or node port or load balancer. So I'll go for the cluster IP. Okay. So cluster IP -h. Now I got this here. Here it is. Now this is the service. Create service type name. This is the service port, okay, and this is the container port. Container port, I know that's 80. Service port, I don't care, and it has to be a part of -n is equal to dev. So guys, I created a service also. You see here, get svc -n dev. See here, you have a service and you have a pod. Okay, now these two commands I'll put it in one go by appending these two commands, so I don't have to type it again. See here, in one go. See here, this is the pod with labels. This is the service with the labels. Let me show labels. Done. Okay. So see here, this is the two pod with the levels. This is the service port number is 5678, which we have decided. Okay, this is the name of the service, this is the type of the service, and this is the clustered IP. Okay, so can I describe this service first? So kubectl describe and svc and -n is equal to dev. See here, when I describe, this is a service IP address, service port this one, and target port at 80, and endpoint is you see here is none. That means if I hit to this service curl http and service port number is 5678, if I hit, I get nothing because endpoint is empty right now. So if I hit here, it take me to here, one of the endpoints. See, S is there, look at this, but it has nothing, you see. So what do we do in this case? What do we do in this case? So remember, we have to, because service will load balance the pods only if the labels are matching. So can we match the labels? So see here, it's app WCS app web server 2 web server 1. So can we do one thing? Can I have the same label here and here also? So let's do that. The label is mycs. So let's pod.yaml. I will edit this, uh, edit this, and vi pod1.yaml 1.yaml. I did this one actually, and pod here both is done. Okay, so both is done. Now what I'm going to do is kubectl apply -f pod.yaml -n dev configured pod1.yaml configured, done. Now can I test it? See here. Okay, pod 1 I have not done. I don't know how come I missed it. Let me check this. Pod 1. Oh, name is this one. What was the label? mycs. Pod 1 done. Okay, now see here, look at my screen one more time. See, the pods labels and service label is matching now. Can I describe the service right now? See here, you got this 2 endpoints. Okay, so here, if the pod labels are matching with the labels of service, load balancing is happening. But here I this one, and this is a service load balancer IP address. Okay, cluster IP. See here, you get this one of which. Now what you can do is to check that, you know, one thing I'm going to play with to check that. I'm going to change the image name itself. One pod have it, so you will see that it's an easy way, you know. So pod.yaml, and instead of nginx, that's it. Here I check this vi pod1.yaml. I change this to image. Now it will be fun. So now kubectl apply -f pod.yaml. Oh, sorry. It's a default namespace, right? So delete. It should be dev namespace, right? So I'm going to do that here. -n dev, and this one also done. Okay, so now can I run that command? See here. Now I will go and add more command here for wide. See here, IP address also. So these are the two ports. Right now labels are matching. So, and if I describe this service, look at this, to IP address balancing. So if I show you here curl, look at this, curl HTTP 1. See, welcome to DevOps School.1 version 1 and 2 version 2. See here. So now if I hit the service IP address curl HTTP, one of which you will get it. See here, not 5678. This is the service IP address. See it, you get it. But now, in order to see the load balancing, I'll run every 2 seconds. So watch command can be used for this. See, welcome to DevOps School V1, V2, V1, V2. So guys, load balancing is happening or not? Did you see that? Everyone, did you see that? Okay. But you know, guys, one thing which I taught you wrong. Yeah, one thing I taught you wrong. But what was that? So guys, I've been telling you post lunch, when the labels of pod matches with the labels of service, service will load balance the pod. Actually, this statement is wrong. Right now, see what is the label of service? My CS. What is the label of pod? My CS. Here and here. So this is wrong actually. Let me prove that first of all, it is wrong or not. So I'm editing this service. And here I will change the labels, okay? Directly. See here. I'm adding change the labels. I change the labels, guys. See here, CS1, but still it is load balancing. Still it is load balancing. So do you have anything to say here? Why it is still load balancing? Because here labels of pod is not matching with the label of service. So why it is load balancing? How come? So are we are learning wrong things or what? Actually, you know what? The statement should be, please mind it this statement. The labels of pod, mind it this statement. The label of pod, which is here, should match with the selector label of service, not with the label of service. Yeah, mind it here again. Selector label of service. That means this service will select a pod with this label. Again, I repeat, this service will select a pod with this label, and those who are matching with the labels will be load balanced by the service. Did you understand that now or not? So here you see selector is matching. That is a load balance is happening. Let me edit one more time. This time I'll modify the selector alone. Selector alone. Here I added 2 and here I will make it label matched. And you see here and describe this. See here, endpoints gone. So you should match with the selector label, not with the labels of service. Now guys, did you understand the selector fields also, how it is important? Everyone? Everyone? Yeah. So now guys, this is the first type. Now I'll show you how can you create. Let me store all these commands. So you will do that lab. So here, these are the commands I run. Okay. Now how can we create a node port? So guys, if you look at this, I'll leave it that I'll not delete this service. Okay. Right now I have only one service, and this is the clustered IP. So how can we create a node port? So I said repeated once again, node port will do one thing extra. So let's create a node port. So here guys, where's the command by the way? Okay, so here this is the command. So guys, what you have to do is nothing great. You have to just pass node port. So here this is the clustered IP will be replaced with node port. That's all. That service also we can port forward, but I'm not interested. Why? Because you know that thing. So why to do something which is already covered? You know how to do use the port forward. That you can do that with the clustered IP also, but I'm not interested. I want the command to be doing it. Okay. So here name of the service is node port, and look at this. See here. Right now node port. Let me check that you got this or not. Selector level is matching or not. 5678. It's not matching. So what we do in this case, selector level of the, so either you modify this one, this selector level of this one, or two ports. So right now I'll modify this one only. So kubectl edit svc node port -n is equal to dev. What should be here? Should be this one. Yeah. So where it should be? Selector level, not here. Guys, done. Can we hit C? V1? Okay. So guys, here what is happening? Guys, this service, the one which you created just now, it created a type node port. So this got created anyways. But you know what? The service automatically exposed at the each node of the pod. I repeat, this service get port forward at each node of the cluster. So here, can I access it at each node? So I need a IP address, and for that, this is the IP address. Let's check it out. Remember IP address of node. You should not get confused. When you start hitting the service IP address, no. IP address of node. See here. I got this. Welcome to devschool.com. Now, if you browse from some other place, you might see welcome to devschool.com version 2. So this is the one. Now, third thing is, guys, same thing. Let me store this code, whatever I'm trying. So third thing is from here you are going to third thing is you are going to create a service, but this time load balancer. Load balancer will not work, so I'll show you the manually those stuff. So here this load balancer will not work because Kubernetes has no access to AWS. This is the load balancer, LB. Okay, LB. So here you see I am creating a load balancer. This will do the three things which I have explained it to you already. And guys, see here, this is load balancer. So this is a clustered IP already. Node port you got it also. And this external IP is pending because Kubernetes has no access to AWS. That I'll do manually, not to worry. But first I'll check whether it's accessible or not. So curl and port number 5678. Why? You know that you have to update the selector label of this service. So kubectl edit svc -n is equal to dev. You have to modify selector label. Here I'm doing manually, but everything can be automated. I'll show you that one also. See here. Now, see, got it. So guys, here you look at this. All three services is load balancing those pods only. But condition is very simple. Labels of pod must match with selector label of service. Simple. And here the scope of this service is clustered only. Scope of this service is a node port here and load balancer is pending because of it cannot get access. And a node port, you know that clustered also, and every node it got exposed at this port. Now this pending things and one more thing which is pending here, these two things is pending, which I'll show you the through demo. Here, this one I'll show you load balancer and domain name also I'll show you through AWS. Right now you don't have this one, so I'm going to show you. So you will try as part of the lab till I showed you. From here onwards, you will not be able to do that. This is for testing. So dev, let's call it var. Now load balancer IP address, I'll let it be. What is the instance port? So I have to check that, I forgot. It can be this one also. It can be this one also. Both you can use it, no problem. So here, security groups, I have opened up every firewall and no specification for the firewall. Security check, I'll do minimize this because I don't have a patience actually. All this thing and which instance. So guys, here this is the manually I'm doing it. Here worker and master. Remember each instance and guys, done. Load balancer is created. Now guys, anyone in the whole world, if they will hit at this place, understand that anyone in the whole world, they will hit at this place, they will see either Devops School 1 or Devops School 2. Let me try it out. Yes, we will have to wait for a few seconds. Why is it should not be taking that one? HTTPS. My browser has a cache enabled by the way, so no problem. V1. Okay, so load balancer is also working. So see here, I am hitting right now, I'm hitting this guy. This guy hit the node port. From the node port to the service, from the service to the pod. Okay, this is all this thing happened. Now there is some questions in the chat window. Let me address. Will the status be running now? Okay, Manoj, will that status be running now? Sorry, Sai, I didn't understand your question. Okay.
Previously, the status is in pending, right?
Okay. Okay. It takes some time. Load balancer in AWS takes some time. So here, if I go to instance, it takes some time, but it just 20 seconds it resolve that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, guys, so this I showed you this one. Let me attach to the domain also, domain server. So, guys, this is also paid service. You have a one domain. Fortunately, I have one domain, so I'll show you the demo, that one also. So you'll understand the end-to-end things. So if you get into the some sort of discussion and you want to, plan lots of things, so you'll have a visualization. So the outfit is AWS DNS services. You use any DNS services, that's not a problem. And here I'm going to create one subdomain because domain I'm having it. So why to waste money $10 again for buying new domain? So I have a domain and I'm going to use that one. Okay. So for that I am using it, and I'm going to have one subdomain, and the subdomain name, which I'm going to name it, is var. And here this one here. I did the changes, guys. Now anyone in the whole world, those who will browse this curl http var.devopsschool.com. This is a subdomain. I mapped it, and he will see. You can also validate all. Look at this watch. See v1, v2. Now you can also validate. Can you please validate and say yes if you are able to access this website? I'm putting in the chat window. So yes, either you see v2 or v1. This is the end-to-end. Look at this one more time, what I showed you. I am the somewhere hitting and I'm sitting in the somewhere in the some house in Hyderabad. I hit the website domain name. Domain will redirect to the load balancer. Load balancer will redirect to the one of the node. Node will redirect to the service. Service will redirect to the pod, and the pod we have a container. Container come from the image, and image come from your work which you do. That's all. So everything will be done by container. Kubernetes. Guys, understand that everything will be done by Kubernetes, and you need to focus on the good code, good test. That's all. Did you see the end-to-end flow by now? Okay. So guys, this is the one. Now this I showed you so you understand the end-to-end flow. But guys, for this there's a shortcut commands are also there. But which command? So guys, let me show you here. There are commands for it, and for that let me show you. Okay, I'll just write the first command and then run it, because just I'm creating one deployment with this image and scaling it to 10 pod here. Okay, and after that exposing that deployment. So what is the command? Expose will do many things, guys. All the manual work, whatever I did, labeling, editing, this, that, it will be done by expose. So exposing to what? Exposing to deployment. So for that, here. So this is the cluster port. If you want the type to be, I'll just put it up. Type to be node port. You can have it. Node port. That's all. So guys, what I'm doing right now is very simple. These all are magical command. Let me explain you and let me run it.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
This is to create a deployment which you have used it very well. Second command to scale to 10 pods, which you know very well. Now this command, you know what they will do? This command will create service. Mind it, this command will create service and matching the labels which is of the deployment of my role. Automatically it will do. Okay. So here kubectl expose deploy my role. And then which port? This will expose 80 port. Target also 80 port. So this is a service port. This is the target port. Now this with this code for node port. That's all. So now I'll show you that quickly. So you have already tried except expose all the commands you have tried. See, deployments got created. kubectl get deploy -n is equal to dev. See here. Now I'm going to scale 10 pod. Here you got the 10 pod now. And I'm going to create directly. I'm going to create node port. Okay. And here, who will add -n? I will have to add, no? Here. So done. Now you see guys, kubectl get svc -n dev. Which one I created? I think I created this one. Now can I hit curl http? No editing and all, you have to do that. So sorry, IP address. Here's the. Can we describe this? kubectl describe svc and -n dev. See, total 10 pods is load balanced now. So expose command, all this manual work, whatever I showed you, will do that. Okay. So this is the command I run, and 445 to here, and here it is done. So guys, any questions on the service now? Now did you understand that how you look at the beauty about the Kubernetes now? If you have an image ready, you can deploy to hundreds of servers without any problem. Okay. And there's one question. Target port is important actually. Target port is like to tell at which port you are running the container. So you have to tell actually.
Please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.